Good day, crafty chums. It's Nikki here, aka Carcindycat, aka Carcindycat's Life, and today I will be doing my last design team project for Jenofeve Designs, and I'm really sad that this is my last one, so I thought we'd just have a bit of fun and just do some decorating of this small album that I've made using her templates from the Ultimate DIY Scrapbook. And so I've gone ahead and I've actually put it all together and made it. And so I thought that I would just have a bit of fun, and this video will be just me decorating the album. I've also gone ahead and I've made this little banner album that I'm going to be sending to someone to put their index cards in. Just a fun little album that I made also from this one here, and I'll just be sending this to a friend just to put their index cards in. Just thought I'd, it'd be a little bit of fun. Index cards, if you don't know, this is a little book that I've got there. They're this size here, and so it's just a little way of displaying your art and things. I don't have a loose one to show you, but if you can see here, this banner album is the perfect size for these. So when I've made a design on an index card like this, it would just pop in here, just another way of displaying artwork. And of course there's also a pocket on these, and it can slip inside the pocket as well. It's really good size, and you can put it on double size there, so it makes a nice little gift for mixed media artists who actually make index cards. So yeah, very nice. And this is some paper that I was given as well, so I've used that, some mixed media paper, so I've used that as well, and it's very cute, very nice. And that's the different kind of things that you can do with these templates. And so with this one here, I'll be using this paper line. It's actually called Card Maker's Set by Ultimate Crafts. It's the Rambling Rose collection, and it's got some nice little cutouts and some nice papers, and so I thought I'd have a bit of fun decorating there. So I'm just going to show you which of the templates I did actually use for this. And I don't have my books bound or anything because I don't have anywhere to bind it, and I've run out of covers for them. So this one, as yet, isn't put together in a nice little album or anything, or protected yet. So I used page 11. I used this small pocket flap and the pocket page as my base page to make the album. I've used the mats that go on to page 11 as well, so that's page 12. I've used page 13. I've used page 14, and the designs on here are the watermark design, and they come out actually really nicely on the papers. So that's what I've used on the cardstock that I've used in the album, is this one here. I've used page 15 as well. I've used page 22. Not that one. I've used page 22, which is the envelope. I've used page 29, which is the pockets. I've used page 30, which is the mats for the pockets. This is what I used on the it's what I used to make this album here. But I'm not going to be doing anything else with that today. This is the cover. So this is the cover. What I did was I used this as the template here, and just drew round it on the chipboard to make the cover, and left enough space for the spine. So that's that. And I used page 41, which was the 1/4 inch spine there. and I've used that as well. And here are add-on matte templates for the Ultimate DIY Scrapbook, and these pages aren't numbered but it's written on here so that you know which bits you're using for. This is the matte for the template on page 22. Page 22, if you remember, was the envelope, which is there, so these are the mattes for it there. And I've used this one here, page 15, which is here I've used that as a waterfall, side waterfall that way. So that's the template for that there. I don't think I've used anything else, but I may have. If I see it and I remember to tell you, I'll tell you there. Just pop it all back together. So we're going to be, I haven't decided yet on any closure for it, so I'll be doing the cover and that last. But what we'll be doing is matting the insides first. And I think I'm going to be working on the insides first, so I'm going to be using 2 templates on that. So I'll just show you this. So it would be these 2 and matte for number 11 and the matte for page 11. So I'm just going to choose my papers and I'll be back. So I've chosen my papers. I'm going to use this one here to matte the page 11, and then I think that this will be on the inside of the pages, and that's quite nice too. This one will be on the inside of the pages, and that will be on the top, so it will look, this will be on the top. You open it up, you see that there, you see that there, it's quite nice. Okay, just changed my mind on how that was going to go. That's going to go like that now. So I'm going to lay this down here. It comes up just a fraction too short, but they were squares in the book, so I did that. That way goes better, but then the pattern isn't quite right that way. If I do that, it'll be like that. I'll do it anyway because it fits the width there. It doesn't fit the width that way, which is a shame. It just comes up a little bit too short, so but that fits that way, so that's okay. Sideways butterflies. So what I'm going to do is mark all these, cut them out, put some tape on the back, and then we'll stick them into the album. Okay then, so we're going to work on the middle pages here, and I've got the mats for page 11, which is on the inside, which will go there and there very nicely. And for the inside here, got this one, and for the outside, that one, like that. So I'll just stick all these down because on this side it's just repeated, so I'll stick all that down and then I'll come back. Okay, so that's the middle pages matted there, and very pretty they are too. Very nice, I like them. So we're just going to work backwards a little bit now. I'm a little bit disappointed that I've already stuck this one down. I might actually try to get it off so that I can mat the page underneath and then put this one on top. and because it's stuck down with double-sided tape, I might actually be able to heat it up and get it off, so I'm going to give that a go. So you do have to be careful when you use that technique to not burn yourself. It's a really good technique, but you do have to be just that little bit careful so you don't burn yourself while you're doing it. I should be able to just pick this off now, and not too much damage done to the page underneath, and I'll be able to mat this one like so. And and although this is a little bit bent out of shape there, you can actually just reshape it or cut another one, you know, whatever. But there you go. As I say, you do have to be a little bit careful when using that technique, but mostly it's successful. So I'm going to just choose some papers, cut them out. This was done on page. This was done with page 11 as well, and I just cut the strip there and added it to the bottom to make 1-2 pockets there. So I'll just go and make some more mats. So I've cut out all these pieces here using the mat off page 12. It's the mat for page 11 found on page 12, and I'm just going to glue them down now. And then this one goes back on here like that. But before I do that, I am going to decorate it just to make it a little bit easier. So just put that to one side for a minute, gives it a chance to dry as well. And I've got the mats that I've cut up for this one here. So I'm going to choose my paper, and then obviously it goes like that. Okay, I'm not sure how far I got with that because the card was full, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But anyway, I was talking about the closure before I was interrupted by the card. Phew, good job it's wet glue, otherwise I'd be trying to get that off again. So anyway, the closure like that, and then I was thinking of putting something like a little butterfly there so that the flap will just go underneath to be caught to keep the envelope closed. So that is that. So I'm just going to let that dry, and I'll prepare the rest of the paper to go on the outside of the envelope. Okay, so I've made the mat for the page and some mat for the belly band thingy there. So I've used that as a mat guide there. So I've cut out my pieces, I'm going to glue them down. Here what I intend doing is putting the magnet there and placing the closure there. As you can see, it's stuck nicely. So I think that looks good at places I need to put it. So what I'm going to do is, so I know where the place is. As I say, I don't have much luck with the magnets anyway, so pop it down there, and that will show me where I've got to just glue the magnet down to. The reason why I'm doing the magnet this way, as I said before, is because I'm not very successful at for some reason for doing magnets. Magnets not my best thing to do, so what I'm going to do is pop that there. I'm going to just pop a glue dot on there too. If I can find them, they're always hard to see on these. I think there's one up here. Almost missed it. So I'm just going to pop the glue dot there, pop the magnet down there, get it to stay, put my mat on the outside, like so. Pop it down. Going to pop the matting on this side here. like that. And but what I'm going to do is, while I'm waiting for this to take, just going to peg it down a bit, because as I say, I'm not very successful with this, so just going to get some pegs to pop it down and then carry on. Okay, so far we've done the front page, second page with the envelope, third with the pockets, middle pages with just the flaps. This page here, which I'm not going to do yet, it's going to be my last page. I've got this page here with just a simple belly band, which is a plain one, and the back page here, which is a flap and a flap and pocket. I'm trying to think of what the word was then. So I've prepared my papers again. This is page 11. So I'm using page 12 mats for it, and then just cutting down if I needed to. Just making, you know, slight adjustments if you have to. Okay, so we're sort of like on the homeward run a little bit now, so we've got all these pages done. We're just moving on to the waterfall page, and I've got these super, they really are very, I don't know, heavily magnetised, I don't know what you call it, but they're strong magnets. So what I'm going to do is going to pop a little glue dot on each one. Sorry, I may have been out of, I'm sort of like relaxing now, you know, backwards, but hey ho. So I'm going to pop some glue dots on there, try and get actually onto the magnet. These things are so difficult to see. So I've got one on each, and what I want to do is pop one on there, so, and then because I think that will take it down, and no, it doesn't quite clear it. Oh dosh garn, look at that. That isn't what I wanted. I wanted that to clear it, but it doesn't, so maybe what to do? Pull it off for a start. So what I am going to do is fiddle with this just a little bit, go for the halfway mark, which is there, get it as close as I can. I'm just going to mark in pencil there. I might mark it like this so you can see. There it is there. That's where the bottom of the waterfall comes. So I've got to try and place these just there. That will be a little bit proud when this comes over like that. But I'm going to do what I did with the other one and pop a little metal fixing there, and then that will take care of that. Do you see that? Even though I tried very hard to do that halfway. Just need to put it over just a fraction. There it is there now. That's good. So that will go there. Put that one there. So I've got the inside covers and the front cover and the back cover. Just got to figure out which is which. I think that this is the, didn't mark it, so this is the back cover. Just going to take that out. Just going to make sure it fits. So I'm just giving two glue it round and stick it down. Okay, so I've just had to let this one set overnight to get a nice solid post there, and so that's a really good hook for the book to go onto. Really pleased that it actually stayed for a while there until I actually let it completely set. I didn't think it was going to, but it has, so I'm super happy about that. And this is what the book looks like so far, the album. I've just started decorating inside and things, so what I'm going to do is continue decorating on. I'm going to do a bit on the front cover, a little bit on the inside. I'm not going to do too much to the inside because I've still got a couple of more inserts to put in, and it'll end up quite a chunky one, so I'm going to go light on the embellishments. Always best to go light on the embellishments when you've got a little bit of chunk going on. So I thought I'd do something like put this frame there and add, I've cut out the picture from another frame. I'm going to add a frame there so that something like if someone wants to put a name or a photograph on there, all they have to do is slip it inside the two, and a photograph will go there in the frame. So that's what I'm going to do there. I might put a few more little embellishments around, like, you know, a butterfly or two. Got a couple of butterflies that I might put on there as well, that I've cut out from the paper and things. So they're quite pretty, so they might go on. I might find a third one to go on there. They're, you know, just because, no other reason. And then just a few more little embellishments inside, and then I'll come back and show you the totally finished and decorated project. I'm not going to decorate the back, I'm just going to leave it as is. You can see that it's got the, I don't know what they're called, completely skipped my mind there. The whatever it is, brad, it's not a brad, it's a something or other. Eyelet. I can never remember what those things are called. So anyway, the eyelet's there on the back. I'm just going to leave that plain. You know, it's got that, like, that worn look on it anyway, so it's good if you put it on a surface and spill something, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's a nice dark colour. So there you go. So I'll just put a few more fancy little bits and bobs on there, and then come back and show the totally completed book. Album. I keep calling them books, but they're albums, but anyway. So here we are with the finished mini album from the, let me just get it for you there, from the Ultimate DIY Scrapbook Printable Templates. This Printable Templates book is just packed full of different ideas to make albums. It's excellent value, and you can make so many different types. And I made this album using the printable templates, which I mentioned at the beginning, the templates I used. So yeah, and I've had loads of fun decorating it. It's been a great project to finish on. This is a snap fastening for a pair of jeans, and I glued it onto a clear button there, and had to leave it overnight to set, but now it's set. It's really strong and it's very good. I just put a frame here that is open at the top, so that a picture can be slid in there like so, and then just decorated with some butterflies there. It's a pretty packed album. So the first page is a magnetic closure belly band page, which doesn't have to be. I could have just glued the flap down and it would work as a belly band there. And I've used the printed cardstock there as well for it. And what I did here on this one here was for the inside pages here, for the matting, I was left with because I was using some different size pads and that, I was left over with this piece. So I've just put it on to here as another little pocket on the insert there, which is good. And these are the side pocket inserts, mats for photos and that. So we come over here, and on this page here I just put in the 2 pockets which was a I think it was number 11 template, and just cut that in to a third, and then just popped the 2 halves onto the 2 bits onto the page there. Got the envelope here, which I've secured. It's very cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Which I've just secured with I've popped up the butterfly on pop dots, glue dots, and it just holds it like that there. It's lovely. And of course the side pocket there with the album there too. Oh yeah, and I had a banner strip in the paper pack, and so I've just made a little catchment there from the strip so that you can stick something there at the very bottom of the page. Very cool. Here's the flip page like this, and again all I've done is use the strip of banners that I had with the paper pad and just made these 2 little catches at the bottom so that you can put the paper in there, the photograph or whatever in there, and beautiful pockets, flips there. And I just glued the butterfly to the outside. I was watching someone else's videos on album making, Scrap Queen I think it is, and she's Dutch, I think. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but I think she's Dutch, and she calls them flip-flaps. So these are my fancy flip-flaps. I thought it's such a great name for them. So there, yeah, and another side pocket there. This was just using up the other cardstock I haven't made. A little pocket there. I could also go ahead and put another strip there, which I might do actually, and then it'll be like a little belly band if I'd only secure it at the sides. I might go ahead and do that because that's a cool idea there that just came, just popped in my head as I was doing that. So I've got the magnetic closure there. As I've said before, I really am not good at magnetic closures. I don't know what it is about magnets and closures, but man, I suck at it big time. So I thought I'd left enough clearance here for the magnet to be hidden, and I measured or misjudged it, and so the magnet and the banner, they don't work with the magnet hidden, but all I did was attach the magnet there just to the very edge with the little brass fitting, and it secures it anyway. So what's really great about the doing the waterfall cards like this, of course, is that you get so much retail space. You get so much space, it's awesome. And you flip the band over, it clicks there, and you've also got something you can slip in to be held there as well. On this page here, of course, it's the belly band, and with the little stopper at the bottom, and again with this cardstock here, what I've done is I've just using up my scraps, made that little pocket there, so a little wavy pocket from the cutouts of the fancy flap page. And the side pocket again, and of course I could again get another one of the strips that I have left here, where I've had to just join two pieces of paper together there, and if I just did that, it would either make it look nicer, or you can use it as a belly band too, and I really think I'm going to do that with those there, because I've had to use up just little bits of paper that I had left, because I had no full sheets left, because I miscut one. When I was doing the cover, I miscut it, so I don't know what I was thinking, but I put the wrong template on there, so that's a big tip. Make sure you use the correct template when you're cutting out. Otherwise you're in for it. So just the last page is another flip-flap page. And with a pocket here, just there to slide things in. I've put some strips along the bottom as well, which just makes another little catchment area there, and another little catchment area there when putting the photograph or whatever on there. And on the back here, because I've got the elastic band there, and the elastic, what you're left with is this little lump. And so to protect that little lump, what I've done is I put another frame on here, so that when the book closes, it actually pushes onto the frame rather than onto the back of the elastic where it would rub and wear. So that's what I did there. It's just a popped up frame, almost the same as on the front, but I didn't leave an opening. I could have done, but I didn't. But so all I've done is just popped it up, because I thought that because the pages would be resting on it, it would need more support, so that's why I went all the way around there on the back page, just to try and protect that area there so it doesn't put wear onto the elastic. And the back page, of course, I've left, the back of the book I've left plain, because of course you'll be sitting on it, and just got to tidy up some of the glue off the edges, but that's the spine. And all in all, I think it's a fantastic book. I really enjoyed making it. I've enjoyed being on the design team, so I've just got to thank Jennifer for allowing me to be on her design team, even though I know it's a bit of a pain in the booty at times. But there you go, beautiful. I loved it. Fantastic little album, and I suggest that you certainly go and check her website. I'll have all the links below, because there is huge amounts of albums, scrapbooks that you can get from this template, and I highly suggest that you go and have a look, and because you could produce some really fantastic albums from it. And I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed my design team projects for Jenofeve Designs. And so I'll put all the pertinent links below that you need, and anything else that I think is of interest. And see you again soon. Thanks again, Jennifer. Bye.